welcome everybody here to Las Vegas Motor Speedway here for the RRL's ARCA race here. It is the second race of the season and the third race of the weekend here. Wrapping up a big weekend here in Las Vegas here. I'm joined by two co-commentators here for this race. I got Pip, and Pip, I'll let you introduce yourself.
Hello, you might recognize me from yesterday. Glad to be back in the booth again here, Cody.
No doubt. And also joining us here is Zach Tofelsky. Zach, I'll let you introduce yourself as well.
Well, it's a pleasure to be here at Las Vegas Motor Speedway for the first time for me personally, and I am just so ecstatic, so excited to watch these cars race on the 1.5 mile track here, but even more happy, I'm more happy to be able to commentate it with you fine gentlemen here today. We're in store for a great one, and I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, there's no doubt. There's a lot of action has been done this weekend. It has been very fun to watch. We've had some great races, some strategy being played, and it wraps up today with the ARCA series. First thing I think we want to point off here is the the race drivers here, their paint schemes here. We talked about that yesterday. We're still trying to get a hang of these paint schemes and everything, get acquainted with them. I gotta say, there's some nice ones in this field. I personally like that number 44, the Credit One Bank. That's a smooth looking ride.
Well, yeah, that's a pretty good looking car too. What also probably caught my eye was that 19 car. That 19 car of Cobra really, really shines. I like the Monster Energy. It's got all the sponsors on there. It's got all the colors of the rainbow.
Well, and for me, I think as a fan, watching the races, the cars that stick out the most are the ones that have the most vivid color. I'm looking to the end of pit road, and I see that number 21 Aris Toyota driven by Dragon. It's colors like that that really pop out, and I think that's certainly a scheme I like. It's a good color.
Yeah, no doubt. We got ourselves here a fantastic race. Strategy has played a big part in the last two races this weekend. Zach, you think it's going to play again tonight?
Well, without a doubt, you got a track here like Las Vegas Motor Speedway, and you got drivers willing to maybe make some things happen. We know that we can make passing work here. We saw it in the race last night, the Xfinity cars, but some drivers are going to learn throughout the race that they may not have as good of a grasp on this racetrack as maybe some of the front runners do. It's when stuff like that happens, when you're a driver in the back struggling to make your way through the field, that you're going to be trying to think of other ways, alternative ways to make strategy work, and that's where we're going to see pit road come into play. We'll see how many green flag runs we get. As we saw in the Xfinity race last night, the green flag runs were not that common. We saw a lot of pit stops happen under yellow. But without a doubt, I expect to see some varying strategy today, and I wouldn't be surprised to see the winner be able to win this race because of a unique strategy.
Yeah, I gotta agree with you there. It's we didn't expect it was going to come down to strategy yesterday, but with all the cautions we had in the early stages, but the race played out the way it did, and Tawa was able to come away with a gas and go strategy. Although the four tires were definitely helping out the drivers that took them there in the later stages. But with that being said, here we're getting closer and closer to race time, and with that being said, let's get into our picks. And Pip, we'll start with you.
Let's see, for my pick, I don't know. Maybe I'll go with that 19 I was talking about, Cobra. He's got a nice looking car. I want to see that thing in victory lane. Pretty nice American flag on the top. Got the Forza Horizon 19 Toyota Camry. I'm ready to see him win.
Well, hey, Pip, it's hard to go against you with the American flag on the top, 4th of July in the future, but I'm going with what I said earlier. I like the look of the number 21, the orange pops, but besides that, I really like the location of its pit stall. Being able to have that very end pit stall closest to the pit exit, that could be really unique and work well for him in his favor later on. He's also got the pole position. I'm looking for the number 21, Aris Toyota of Dragon, to make some noise today.
Yeah, well, you guys will pick some fantastic drivers here. But I think yesterday I picked the guy who started last and he showed up. But today I think I'll pick a guy here, starting kind of mid-pack here. He's in the number 12. It's Bowen. That number 12 Pepsi Chevrolet. I expect him to be looking pretty fast tonight, and I think he could have a shot at this. Dragon did win the poll, so we'll get with that here. And Zach, I'll let you fill us in here on the starting lineup.
Indeed, we look here at row number 1. That is Dragon, driving number 21. He is starting first alongside him, and that number 19 with the beautiful 19 American flag font on the top of the car, that is Cobra. In third, you got the number 33 DeWalt Toyota, and alongside him in the number 45 Valvoline Chevrolet, that's driven by Tim. And in the number 18 Cheddar's car, that is Road. And in the number 89 Goodwrench Chevrolet, that is Bruce. And you see the rest of the field behind them there. We'll keep it up with as the race goes on. That's your starting top 6. It's a field of 12 as they roll on.
Yeah, no doubt here. It'll be a very fun race. I think it'll be a very strategizing type race. I think we got a lot going on for all these drivers. There's going to be a lot of numbers I think these crews are going to have to keep in their heads. You know, what are the fuel runs going to be? How well is it going to work? But no doubt we got ourselves a good race ahead of us.
About to answer a lot of unanswered questions here. The field forming up, getting ready to get this race underway. We are here in Las Vegas. We know all time and time again, it's time to gamble. No better place to gamble than Las Vegas. We're going to see how many drivers make some gambles today. We talked about strategy. Who will make gambling strategy, perhaps, to win the race? And they're off into turn number 1. Double file all throughout.
Comes out there to a big lead here. And right up, well, actually got a little loose there. Second place here. Going to get right up on the back bumper there. That's Cobra. And they'll head back down into turn number 3 and 4 for the first time today.
You look back to the battle for third. They were side by side entering number 3, turn number 3. It's going to be Tim off of turn 4 down to the start finish line on lap number 1. He's third. He made the pass there.
Yeah, got underneath him. That's all he needed to do. And right it back though, Adam though, Dragon gets right back underneath him. Does a little bit of a crossover. This is right now a quick battle for the lead. Quicker than I thought we were going to see it, but right now Dragon looks like he's going to be able to clear just a little bit here and pull away.
It's a very healthy lead he's got. Boy, it really opened up there for 3 and 4, Cody. You see just the 21 looks like it's really driving well for him right now, being able to start up the run, having that cleaner in front of him. We talked about unanswered questions. Well, an unanswered question I'm going to have right now is, we know this 21 is good up front with the initial eyeball test, but could he be back in traffic? Could that make his car harder to drive? We'll see. But for now, that's not an issue for him. When you got cleaner up front coming off of turn 4, he's going to continue to lead.
Well, I think one thing that we saw yesterday with Tawa, who ended up being our winner, is he had a very good car, but restarts were his hurting point. He had terrible restarts all race, and that really hurt him in the key points, some of those key restarts. So, will we see that today? I'm not really sure. Well, we haven't got to our first restart yet, but nevertheless, right now, it is a pretty good race for Dragon.
And certainly, I think when you think about any race, restarts are the name of the game, but it's going to be kind of a question we're going to answer down the stretch here. Will this race be a race that is prone to more green flag runs, or will it become a kind of caution fest in the end? We know the intensity picks up towards the end. We know drivers get more eager, start to make a little bit less calculated moves, trying to get as many positions as they can. But right now, you just want to be feeling out this racetrack, trying to get your car felt out through underneath you, and just getting the kind of idea of where the lines are, what line works best for you. The field continues to fan out more so as Dragon still leads them.
Yeah, well, I'm kind of surprised here. This is a turnaround from what we saw at the beginning of yesterday. The beginning of the race was actually kind of chaotic. Dragon, though, has once he got back by Cobra, he's opened up a good lead here, over 2 seconds now, and that is a really sizable margin, considering that we actually rarely saw leads over about a second yesterday. So, big turnaround from yesterday to today, but hey, maybe that's just the way these guys are racing.
And it's certainly a testament to how well he's driving this track right now. I mean, it's almost like automatic for him. I have to think with him driving in that race car right now in the 21 for Dragon, it's just repetitive muscle memory going around this racetrack right now. He has absolutely no worries. He can barely see second place in his mirror right now. You see that gap coming off of turn 4. He's almost at the start-finish line right as second place is just getting through the restart zone. That's a very healthy gap, and it's going to make life very easy for Dragon right now.
Yeah, right now we'll take a look back here at our third place driver. That is Timmy. He's now getting caught up there, and that's by Bowen. Bowen gonna get a big run. Timmy did not get through 1 and 2 very well. This is the battle on the racetrack right now. He'll look to the outside of him. He'll try to do a crossover. Maybe Timmy slides up a little. I think he's definitely handling or having a little bit of issues with that handling in that number 45 machine.
I'll tell you what, it looked like Timmy sliding up there almost made the momentum stall out for Bowen, but he's still able to find some momentum down the front straightaway, drive it in on the top side of number 45 into 1-2. A little bit of contact. The 45 watches up the racetrack. Makes life hard on Bowen right now. He might not like that. He's going to give him another chance here in turn 3, trying to get around him here. Now to the inside.
Yeah, he gave him a little bit of a, hey, don't do that type of tap there. He's going to get around him here and start to clear. He is now got the 3rd position. Now, Timmy's going to try to get a run back here, but I don't think Timmy's got the handling car that he needs right now. He'll slide back here. He'll fall back into 4th. And that actually helped out Player and Velo coming up here. They are in 5th and 6th positions right now. But right now, the rest of the field here has now once again got single filed out as Dragon continues his domination early.
I'll tell you what, Cody, I really like the way Bowen got around Timmy there. It was not an easy pass for sure. Early on in this race, Bowen maybe thought he wouldn't be as aggressive trying to prevent him from passing, but Bowen, he got the pass done. I really liked the way he did it. He was methodical with it. He did not take what was not there, and Timmy certainly made it hard on him, but now he's in 3rd. He's got clean air. I'm interested to see how fast this 12 is with clean air in front of him. We'll have to see how, if he maybe cuts into that gap to the lead, drives away from Timmy. Certainly looking consistently good for him off turn 4 here.
My question is, will these guys have to pit before the end of stage number 1, 25 laps in this stage? And I would believe so. It'd be maybe a little bit later on this stage here, but nevertheless, we'll see how that'll be our first pit stops of the day. I will say this: Cobra dug into the lead just a tad bit, and I don't know if that was really an issue that Dragon may have had. And right now, though, we do have a battle starting to brew for the 5th position. That's going to be between Player and Velo.